Okay, we're live, I think. Alright, hang on, let's just quickly check everything's working. Alright, God, I feel so much more echoey than usual. Hang on a sec. Alright. I have everything set up, I think. So hopefully, should all be good. Right. Come on, is it working? Oh! Says I'm working. Okay. I think it's good. Right. Okay. Well, basically, this was mainly because people probably didn't actually know where I've gone, because there's so many things. Yeah, sexy thumbnail. I know, right? It's crazy. I tried doing something. I don't think it's actually come out properly, but you know, I can always go back and change it if I need to. But the main reason for this live stream is because people on Twitter will probably know where I've gone, but people on YouTube probably have absolutely no idea. Basically, my computer is broken. My graphics card had liquid damage and therefore stopped working. And I now have to go out and replace it because it didn't come under the warranty that I needed to. Oh yeah, I do remember you. I remember you. Don't worry. Oh, but I've really been wanting to get back to this, but I need to replace my graphics card before I can do anything else. Unfortunately, my computer's just sitting there and I'm unable to do anything with it. Here you go, look, let me show you. It's on the floor at the moment because I've recently got it back from the computer shop to make sure it's all okay. Everything's completely fine other than the graphics card, so it's just getting back to replacing that, and I have enough money for it now, so that's good. It should be. I have to order it ASAP, but it should be coming within, I don't know, 3-4 days. I don't know. It depends. I don't really know how long it'll take for them to ship it. But the main thing is that you guys, I get to live stream. I managed to figure out how to do it on my phone. So yeah, I know, very sad story. It's a shame. But what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd do a kind of like just basically explain what's obviously happened and everything, and do kind of like a setup tour, because I haven't done one yet, and I thought, why not do something more than just kind of tell you what's happened. I actually be able to show you around where I do this and everything, and just explain a bit more how I do stuff, and you know, whatever. But why don't we start over this side of the room first? Not really that exciting. I've got obviously my door where I come in, and I have my guitars, which I love playing. I do play quite a lot of guitar. Obviously there's my acoustic and my electric guitar and my amp over here, very small little amp. I've had that guitar since year 2, I think. Oh, I might be my voice is out of sync. Oh, sorry, I that sucks. I can't actually change it. I can't change anything. I don't actually know how to even use this. This is kind of the first thing ever doing it on my phone, because obviously I can't actually use my PC at the moment, because my graphics card was the only way of plugging in my monitors. I can't actually plug it straight into my motherboard. There's no actual way of doing it, so sucks. Otherwise I probably would have been able to keep it going somewhat and playing very, very, very easy games, but I can't even do that. So, you know, this is the best I've got. I'm really sorry it's out of sync a little bit, but it's the best I got. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I had this guitar since year 2, which I've loved playing. Here was my iMac. Very expensive actually for the parts that's in it, which was very I'm very sad about. But I actually I bought this, and well, I actually got it given to me for, I think it was my birthday. Which was, yeah, it was my birthday when I started YouTube on, and this is what I actually made all my videos on, to begin with. I think I've done about 4, 5 or so videos-ish, maybe, with it, and it was great, but the holdbacks were that I couldn't upgrade anything on it, because the only thing that can really be upgraded in a Mac is the RAM, because all of it's in this big tight case that you can't really do a whole lot with. But the RAM, because you can only put so much RAM into the motherboard for it to still be compatible, is a big bummer, because you can only fit 4 GB of RAM in it, which is obviously not enough for everything that I need to do. My computer I have at the moment, well, that I need to get all sorted out, actually has 8 gigabytes of RAM, and that only has 4. So that was absolutely terrible to try and edit on, and to be able to record and everything on. And plus, there's not actually that many games out for Mac anyway. So I thought, you know, I need to go Windows and I need to get a decent PC, which is what I have over here. And it's amazing. I do have a video on it where I do explain what is actually in the computer. And I think that was my second ever video that I'd done, which was, I was saying that was before I actually got my computer itself. And I was just saying what parts and stuff I was getting inside it. And I was so happy and excited to get it, because it meant I can actually do YouTube properly. And I was so happy to do it. And my parents actually managed to buy it for me, and then I paid them back over time because I was still saving up, but I wanted it so badly. So that's all paid back now, obviously. And I was actually planning to upgrade my PC and get not a new one, but it probably will be a new one, just because of the fact that there's so much in it that I would upgrade that it would make it basically a new computer. Because I want to go for a black and white theme in here, but obviously I can't really do that with the stuff I'm at the moment. So obviously I have to kind of I want everything, all the walls to be white, and then have some black accents, so like black desk, black feet, but with a white tabletop, and then I have like black shelving on this wall here, and then I'd probably paint these bits, the wooden bits here, black. Probably, not really sure yet. I'm still trying to decide. But anyway, now that we talked about that, yeah, the parts that, if you want to know them, they're in my second video about. It's called I think it's called Getting My Computer or something like that, or My New Computer something. But yeah, that's my computer, so that's all sorted. This is where I make all of my videos. This is my microphone, the Blue Snowball. Yes, I have a sock over it. You've probably noticed that in my videos anyway, because you're thinking, why is the Blue Snowball blue? Because it's actually white. I can actually show you underneath here. Hang on. You can kind of see underneath, it is actually white. But I have a sock over the top of it because it actually works like a pop filter. That obviously gets rid of the p and b sounds when it's straight into the microphone up close and everything. So that really does help. I also run it through the software called Audacity, which also really helps. It enhances the sound of my voice, makes it sound much more crisp and better for you to actually listen to. I apologise if the audio is bad at the moment. I can't really do a whole lot about that, as I'm obviously using my phone. So anyway, this is my keyboard. I have what was it called? It's a SteelSeries keyboard using, I think it's brown switches, key switches underneath the keys. Basically, I think it still gives you the tactile kind of thing-ish, I think. I can't actually remember. But it feels good when you press it. You don't actually have to press it the whole way down. It's much better than having a regular keyboard. So I wanted to get that. And plus, it's black and it lights up blue, which is amazing. It actually went really well with my setup before, because I had some blue LEDs going around my desk, but that's broken now. Sorry for these cables. I haven't even plugged in my computer yet. All the cables are out. I only just got this baby back today. So but anyway, that's my keyboard. My mouse, I can't actually remember what it's called. I actually have all the boxes in here. Actually, yeah, seeing this is my mirrored wardrobe that I don't really use it as a wardrobe, but I kind of there is clothes still in here, but this is what I used to record behind it. We used to have this behind me, and I put a black bed sheet behind it, and it would basically just be able to. It would kind of feel better to have that kind of background, but now I actually really like having that background behind me, because my camera, which I'll show you soon, actually has a really good blurred out background that it gives, some bokeh or bokeh, whatever you call it, which really, the shallow depth of field kind of thing, makes it look like a lot. You can focus more on me rather than, whatever. So it looks much better. But this is where I store all my boxes for everything. All my computer parts are behind here. This is the Be Quiet CPU fan, my motherboard, all that kind of thing. I have my Morty pop vinyl, which I have here on my desk. Oh my god, he's a great addition to the collection. All here, down here, that's my keyboard, SteelSeries Apex M500. This is my Logitech webcam, which I have here, this is what I used to use. That's what I actually used to use as my webcam to begin with. After obviously I had no webcam, that's the first webcam I actually went out and bought, and it was great. It was great. I got it for, I think it was Christmas, and it was a great addition to the setup, because then you can actually see all of my reactions and all that kind of stuff. So that definitely added a lot more to my videos, rather than just seeing kind of, the gameplay and everything. You get to see me as well, and obviously that makes it a lot more fun. So I think I just missed that comment. I think I just caught it. Is it when I was getting back to making videos? I hope to get back to doing it soon, as soon as I get my graphics card, and hopefully I get all that sorted. As soon as I get back, I'll be back and better than ever. I'm going to sort out my upload schedule and keep that as consistent as possible, and I'm going to try and get it as best as I possibly can, to try and keep it all up, because I really like this, and the fact that I haven't been able to do it for this time really pushes me to want to do it more and more and more. So I'm kind of in this bubble, like, I want to do it but I can't. So as soon as I get it all sorted out, definitely gonna jump on that. So that's all gonna be sorted and all be good. But yeah, that's all my boxes and all that in there. Oh, why isn't it open around? There you go. All my boxes and everything in there, which is really cool. Computer case, and my ring light box, which is down there. It's got some accessories in there, which I can put in here. But this is my ring light, very bright LED. I wanted to go for an LED rather than a fluorescent bulb. Doesn't really create as much heat as the fluorescent bulbs do. It barely has any heat at all, which is great when I'm obviously trying to sit here and I don't really want to get that hot, because I'll be hot and sweaty while trying to do this, and it's a pain. And I can't actually open these windows at night because so many bugs come in, because of how bright it is and everything. So if I was to have a fluorescent bulb, I would kind of be screwed. But so that's all that anyway. And this is my camera, which I use now, which I've upgraded from the webcam. This is the Canon. Oh, there you go. Can you focus right there? The Canon 80D. It's amazing camera. The only thing I do have a problem with it is that it can only actually record for 30 minutes, which is fine if you're doing just normal videos. But if you're trying to do long videos, where I would do one with Raul, I do a collab, so we'd record for a long period of time, and I pick out the best parts of the gameplay and create the story out of that, which then makes it very difficult, because then I have to kind of keep stopping and then going to press it again, and it becomes a bit of a hassle. But I'm getting used to it, which is completely fine. So it's a great camera though. It's such good quality. I'm using just the regular 18 to 55mm lens that came with the camera. I don't feel the need to upgrade the lens or anything yet. It's fine how it is. I want to get all my setup and everything done before that, paint everything, make it all look a lot nicer before I do any of that. But these are my monitors, are actually just regular TVs. Luckily they were the same size, which is brilliant. They're not the same brand. That's Technica and that's Sharp, so it doesn't really matter too much to me. I kind of tried to sort out the colours of each monitor, so that they were as close together as they possibly could be, so that they weren't too obviously different when you're trying to use both screens. Because I use both screens. One of them. Wait, next time you come around my house, bring your PS4 remote so we can have it. Yes. Definitely, I have to do that. That'd be so good. Maybe, but I have to do that soon. I have to bring it soon. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, getting back to that, so that I don't forget what's going on. Yes, I use both of the monitors. One for the gameplay. I use this one normally, but I do sometimes use this one. It kind of depends on which one which game I'm playing, because sometimes they don't like being on the same screen. Some games are really awkward and only play on one screen or whatever, so really frustrating. But anyway, so I use both of them, one of them to play the game or whatever, and then the other one I tend to use for things like my Audacity, which is my voice software, which is where I record my voice, and then the other one I use OBS and that kind of stuff. So I can constantly go on and check how my video and stuff's going, so that none of it kind of messes up and it doesn't go and ruin itself halfway through, which that's happened quite a lot of times, where it's ruined mostly it ruins my face cam, which actually really helps now that I actually have it on a camera instead, because that way it saves separately rather than onto my computer, which means it kind of a bit more difficult to mess up. But what normally goes wrong is my video itself or my voice. Normally my video, because with OBS I've had a couple problems with this. I don't know why it does this, but sometimes if it doesn't have where it has like two different showings, if it's not showing in both of the bits where you can see the video, then it doesn't show, it just shows the sound of the game rather than the thing. It's really, really odd, but I managed to sort that out now, so that's all good. Hello, Erin. That is my sister, for anyone knowing, asking what's going on. Anyway, going back to it, so that's what I do with the two monitors. Very helpful. When I'm going to do my setup and everything all up, I'm going to be hopefully getting 3 monitors, which would be even better. I'm just trying to think of how it'll all fit. I'm probably going to have to sort certain sizes of monitors out, and I'm hoping to get really thin bezels so that they kind of look like they join a little bit better than if they was to have the big thick bezels I have here, where they're like an inch thick. So that's hopefully what I'll be doing then. This is obviously my PS4, which is what I recorded the Call of Duty videos with. For the first couple videos, where I was doing my first video, and that was the kind of the gameplay and the background, and that was and then I played Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for that one, and my second video I done the computer video, which is where I was playing Far Cry 4. That was on my PS4, and where I store my games is in the right hand side of my mirrored wardrobe, where I have my old Xbox games my Xbox is now in my brother's room, so he has that. But these are my PS4 games. I don't have that many because I actually prefer, now that I've got PC, I actually prefer to play on the PC. But those are the games I have on there. So they're great. I used to play I got PS4 mainly because I quite like playing with my friends. Well, when I did play with them. Yeah, it was great fun. I like PS4 for more of a casual kind of play, but I think I'm really going towards PC because I feel like the controller isn't as comfortable to use anymore. I've got used to the mouse and keyboard so much more than I used to play, because I played console for years and years, since however long, since I was really fairly young. I don't know, since PS2. I played a little bit of PS1, I think, but it was mainly PS2 I played, that really got me into kind of gaming. And I used to have like piles, like, oh god, it was like up to like here, I think, and I had about 4 or 5 stacks of PS2 games. So I had a lot of games. I used to play it. I think one of my favourite games I used to play was what was it? Crash Bandicoot. Clash of the Titans, I think it was called. Crash of the Titans. That was great. But so that's kind of what really got me into it. And then I went to Xbox 360, and then I went to PS3. Then I've gone to PS4. I was thinking about the Xbox One, but then people that I knew personally that played it actually played, more of my friends played PS4 than they did Xbox One. So I thought, well, I'm just going to go for the PS4 then, so I can play with them. I don't actually play with them really anymore. I play more PC, and they don't play PC, so I just personally like them more on the PC. There's a lot more cheaper games, and so many more games that you can get. So, you know, I really like PC gaming a lot more than console. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on there. This is my old capture card I used to use to record my the gameplay, which I don't actually use anymore because I use OBS, which is free, and it actually does a way better job than my my capture card does, because my capture card records in 1080p 30 FPS, whereas OBS records in 1080p 60 FPS, and it's completely free, and I paid for about, I don't know, 80 quid, something like that, for the capture card, which was a complete waste of money, because then I realised I can just use OBS, because originally I tried using OBS ages ago on a laptop, when I wanted to try it out, and it never worked. So I kind of was like, oh yeah, I don't really want to use OBS because it don't work for me. But then I tried it on my computer way after I got my graphics card. No, not my graphics card, my capture card, and it was much better than I ever imagined. So that's what I use all the time. So that's kind of useless now. But I mean, it's okay because it can record portable, but then OBS does a pet job. So, you know, and plus with OBS you can record with so many things. You can put, for live streams, you can live stream straight from it. You can put all the chat over, you can put, you know, the face cam all over, and you can, it's so much easier to use than the capture card is. So, you know, that's kind of what I do. I think that's about it, to be honest. There's not a whole lot more to my setup. This is around the back, I guess. That's the stand, obviously, holding up the ring light. And I think my favourite thing about the camera was the flip out screen. Just makes it so much easier to then see myself. Actually, let's turn this on. You can see, is it going to show the flip out screen? There you go, so you can actually see yourself there. So that's kind of why I like that one so much, because you can really see yourself, and it's got great quality, you know. I love it. But yeah, so this is the main reason why I wanted to do this, because I can't make any videos, so this was the best thing I could really think of. Just being able to talk to you guys again, just let you know what's going on, because I have no other way of doing it if you don't have Twitter. So, you know, I could obviously comment on a video where, because I actually did have someone comment asking where I'd gone, and that made me feel two different ways. I felt amazing that there was people that actually really cared about where I'd gone and why I wasn't uploading, because they really like watching my videos and everything. And it also made me feel really sad because I can't upload any videos, and I felt so bad. So I'm as soon as I possibly can, I'm gonna try and upload as many videos as possible, and keep my upload schedule going every other day. I'm gonna keep doing that, and we're gonna see how it goes. So, you know, we're gonna do that. But hopefully, as I said, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. Hopefully my graphics card will come by then, and I should be able to be up and running again, playing with games with the channel, and it'd be great. But I think I'm going to leave it here, because I'm not really sure what else to talk about. I mean, I could talk about here. This is what I use when I play. I actually have a video recorded. This is the keyboard my girlfriend uses, Tabs. She uses that keyboard of my iMac, and that's what we that's what we use to play Broforce with. So that's going to be a problem when I sell my iMac. I won't actually have the keyboard anymore. I have to go out and get another keyboard, which is just not a big deal, but you know. But I think obviously there's a lot got to be going on, so I need to sort out my graphics card and everything. But that's the chair she uses there with my hoodie on. I use my hoodie to protect my computer when I was bringing it home because it's raining. Oh god. But yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to leave it here, guys. Thank you so much for coming along to the live stream. I'm really sorry I haven't been able to do any videos or anything. I've been wanting to do it so badly, but I really can't. Thank you so much for coming anyway. It means a lot. I'll see you guys in the next video.